Welcome back. Mitzvah number 43. Pirya Varivya. It is a positive commandment to marry a wife in order to be fruitful and multiply. Let's look inside. It is a positive commandment to marry a wife in order to be fruitful and multiply, have children. As scripture states, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply. One's intention should be the continuation of the human species. When a man is 18, he becomes subject to the duty of begetting children, and if he passes the age of 20 without having married, he thus transgresses and disobeys the positive commandment. If he is occupied in Torah study and he fears that the problem of earning a livelihood will interfere, he is permitted to delay, but in any event not beyond the age of 25. It applies everywhere, in every time. Okay, let's start here. There is a mitzvah to get married for men and to have children. The ages and what age, etc., are recommendations. They are not hard and fast laws and halachas, but I guess you can understand, even just looking at this, why it is that within ultra-Orthodox communities, the kids get married much younger. Okay, this is already telling you 18, 20, 25 already is a spinster for a guy. Okay, so that's their circumstances. Now, it's interesting to point out that this is a commandment that is only incumbent upon males and not females, and the reason for that is stated explicitly by the Talmud. Childbirth is a life-threatening activity. Therefore, the Torah does not command one to undertake a life-threatening activity. So women can't be commanded to be fruitful and multiply. They can fulfill the mitzvah to be fruitful and multiply, but they can't be commanded to do it because they'd be putting themselves in a life-threatening situation. Okay, a couple of other notes here. We started out by saying one's intention should be the continuation of the human species. Okay, that's what one's intention maybe should be. Actually, shouldn't maybe. If you're having sex purely in order to try to get pregnant, but otherwise, you don't have the intention to be fruitful and multiply in order to have sex. I should point out to you that although there's a prohibition to have sex with a woman and a man to have sex during a woman's menstrual cycle, there's no prohibition, for example, when a woman is pregnant, so the sex isn't going to produce more children, or a woman is past menopause. The sex is not going to result in children, or a woman is rightfully or a man is rightfully using contraception. So the sex isn't going to result in the continuation. There's nothing to have thoughts of the continuation of the human species. There has been developed over time, especially within Ashkenazic Jewry, a certain uneasiness about sex. And that's an understatement. But a certain uneasiness about sex. And the need to have exactly the right intentions and be thinking about exactly the right things so that you don't somehow or other fall prey to enjoying sex. Okay, anyway, these are not halachas, these are not laws. There is a law that a man has to try to have children in order they can fill the mitzvah pruah revu. 18, 20, 25, intentions, these are all add-ons and not Torah commandments, and in this case are reflective of sage advice at the best. It applies everywhere at every time. Do with that what you will. Okay, next time we will talk about the positive commandment to marry a wife through Kiddushin, through the proper Jewish rituals. We'll talk about that next time. Have a good day.